Hi, this is another teardown video from EPC. This time we have an Xbox One dev kit that we're going to tear down and see how it looks inside. And it's a bit of a complicated teardown, and now let's show you how to do it. Okay, here we go to tear down an Xbox One dev kit. Start by taking off this panel right here. Popping it out. Gently, not too fast, to try to prevent any clips that are holding it in place from getting broken. There we go. And next, flip it to the back side, and we can go ahead and break the seal. Okay, or at least make sure it's broken. And then stick a sponger in and pop the clips in here. This is not going to be an easy task, but it is doable with just lots of trial and error. Sometimes you have to use multiple tools to try to get a better angle on popping the clips. Got the one on the side done. Let's see if I can get these. There's that one. Moving down the back side. There's another clip. Try to move this in between the clip and the case to release it. And keep tension over here to help make it easier to get the other clip, so this doesn't clip itself back into place. Okay, got that done. Now it has a little bit on the side here. Clip there, and if we can stick this inside of here, this is the hardest part for the case, is to get these clips to release. I gently tried to push forward and pull backwards as I was getting it to release the clips between these clips here and these clips that fit in between. Unfortunately, which because of the way it came off, I accidentally broke the ribbon cable. That's the one of the very delicate pieces you have to be careful, is the ribbon cable for the eject button is actually right here on the front panel. It got broken. Next, move that off to the side. We start taking the top part of the case off. Disconnect the antenna wire. Grab a tool. This is the Torx, I think it's a T10. Yep, Torx T10. Long screws that go through the entire part of the case. you set that down to grab the smaller Torx, to take off the 2 screws for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth module, to get to the last big Torx. Pull the card off, it pops up, put it off to the side, get the last screw out, make sure you disconnect the speaker, and then the top comes right off. But you can't pull it away just yet, you have to get in here and pull the cable for the connector for Wi-Fi out. And now you've exposed the fan and heatsink, the Blu-ray drive, and the hard drive with the motherboard underneath. You can disconnect the cable power for the hard drive, then the SATA connector, move that one off to the side, SATA connector for the Blu-ray drive, power cable for the Blu-ray drive, and that lifts up off to the side, and then power cable for the fan, and you have to get the clips for the fan to release, similar to your standard PC type of fans on most tower coolers. If it wants to be cooperative, held on there very good to prevent issues. There we go. And then to get to the heatsink, we have to take the motherboard and this part out, flip it over. To remove the heatsink, you remove these 4 screws, and that will give way to the CPU-GPU combo. Move the bottom part of the case. You can go ahead and do that now. Flip it back over. The only thing that's holding the heatsink on to the motherboard is the thermal paste. If you gently twist it back and forth, and then should pop. But since this one would be difficult, we're going to move on to something else. We're going to go ahead and unscrew everything else. Get these for the USB port on the side. Two screws for the USB port on the side, 2 screws for the power port on the back. That are on very tight. And let's see, we need to remove the screws on the front plate that has the infrared receiver there and a wireless connection. So we can remove those 3 screws, pull out, disconnecting that, and we should be able to pull the motherboard off. Now, let's remove these holding brackets here. And oh, we have one more on this bracket here. Gently remove. Anything else keep it in place? Nope. Let's just the way the ports in the back are. Got tension on them, and there we go. If you remove this clip here, that will release the heatsink, allowing you to have access to the GPU and the CPU. But there you go. That's how you tear down an Xbox One dev kit, which is pretty much identical to a standard Xbox One.
Don't feel like doing a teardown yourself? Have not just one, but hundreds of devices taking up space? EPC is a global leader in the ITAD field, and it's our goal to reduce e-waste and give devices a second chance. Reach out to us today to learn more.